Okay then guys, what's going on? s.t.a.l.k.e.r here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're inside of the day before and we've got some more juicy gossip going on in the gaming scene around the staff in Fntastic, as an ex-Fntastic staff member has actually come forward and explained that this game was never an MMO, and some massive controversies inside of the company itself that led people to be scared of losing their jobs. I know, the happy-go-lucky trailers that they put up about what it was like being at Fntastic, maybe not so real after all. Again, is probably a lot like everything else they've portrayed thus far. So we're going to dive on into the news on that one today as it gets deeper and darker into the world of Fntastic. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our sponsor, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description and use code CLOUD at checkout for a cheeky discount. That being said, let's dive on into this absolute carnage fest because it's just getting better. So an article has shown up by jewelshockers.com stating the day before was never an MMO, says ex-Fntastic staff member. Now, the day before, an ill-fated venture into the realm of post-apocalyptic open-world MMO survival has been embroiled in controversy virtually from its inception. Mere days after its Thursday launch, Fntastic, the development studio behind the game, dropped a bombshell announcement revealing the imminent closure of the studio and the discontinuation of all ongoing projects. Now, the primary catalyst for this abrupt decision was attributed to the financial failure of the day before. This is the first time we've delved into the myriad controversies surrounding the day before and its developer Fntastic. The laundry list includes the continuous use of unpaid volunteers, the release of misleading trailers, and a trademark dispute that significantly postponed the game's launch by a staggering 9 months. Yes, 9 months. 9 months of delays, and this is what we were brought with. Now, post-launch the day before was rapidly descended into the depths of infamy on a Steam platform, garnering a reputation as one of the lowest rated games. Critics have not held back in their assessment, highlighting that the gameplay experience closely resembles that of an extraction shooter rather than embodying the characteristics of a true MMO. In an exclusive interview with DualShockers, though, an ex-Fntastic developer shed light on the startling revelation the day before was never originally conceptualized as an MMO, despite being consistently marketed as such throughout its development and promotion. This disclosure raises questions about the integrity of the game's marketing strategy and the expectations set for the gaming community. Now, if we take a look at what it is that was actually stated by this ex-Fntastic employee, they state right here, "I never saw an MMO project. No one from our team knows what they called it an MMO. It was always a third-person shooter with some co-op mechanics. Not one RPG mechanic was implemented. Skills were an idea, and they were in a prototype stage, but nothing more." Now, when asked about why the marketing and development of the game were going in two different directions, they highlighted the lack of communication from Fntastic founders, Edward and Aizen, or Aizen. I can't pronounce the name properly, I'm really sorry, butchered it hard, as a point of contention. No one could explain that. Maybe the CEOs knew something and didn't tell us. Technically speaking, there were no RPG mechanics implemented. There was no possible way to put a lot of people in the world or make the world bigger. From the beginning, the idea was that servers would be under 100 people. That is not an MMO. No clans, no raids, closed hubs. It's been that way for over 2 years, they explained. They followed up by saying that the day before was already intended to be modeled after a mix of Rust, Daisy, and Escape of Tarkov. That is what they were working on. Now, this actually gets so much deeper, though, as we start to talk about some of the main statements revolving around the team on the inside. So not only was the gaming's marketing and the development going in two completely different directions, but it goes in with a really heavy statement basically implying that people were scared for their jobs. Now, they state right here that the day before's development was completely led by Aizen, who made every gameplay and design decision. The developer described the chaotic working conditions of Fntastic, where the studio's founders disregarded feedback from the team and made massive development decisions based on whims. Anyone who complained too much was kicked off the team. That is absolutely mental. You can't do that. Just surely by right, there's no way that that's a genuine movement. A lot of good ideas from our team were disregarded because the founders didn't approve them, like voice chat. Anyone who complained too much was kicked off the team. A lot of stupid ideas were implemented, removed, and re-implemented because the brothers thought they knew better than us about what people wanted. A huge amount of time and work was wasted because jobs had to be done and redone, they said. Disagreeing with the founders' opinions, even if it seemed obvious, risked you being fired. When it came to heated disputes, contracts were usually terminated. Employees often avoided direct conflict with them because they were afraid of losing their jobs. When the decision had been reached to close the studio, Edward told the team about some purchasing statistics and said the day before had been financially unsuccessful. The team received no other information about the studio was closing. The developer also confirmed the authenticity of Edward's message, which was leaked and has been circulating social media since. The leaked screenshot reveals that the day before sold approximately 200,000 units and was refunded around 90,000 times. When asked why Fntastic shut down, they speculated that publisher Mytona was responsible and they didn't think the CEOs got any money from sales. DualShockers have reached out to Mytona for a comment. This is madness. It just gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and we run into higher realms of this game. The game isn't even the interesting part anymore. It's all of the controversy that are revolving around it, and I feel like this game has kind of had that lifespan where it's always been the case. Beforehand, the biggest interest inside of this game was the controversies around the stolen assets, and then all of the court cases that revolved around it, all of the copywriting claims, and all of this sort of stuff seems to be the more interesting factor of this game. And right now, it seems that although they did post a video about what it was like working in Fntastic in the day before team, it seems that that definitely was not the case. Now, I feel like that video makes more sense now than it ever bloody did. I think that that was a movement to be able to cover some ground, thinking that they were going to be dropped in it at one stage or another during that phase of time. Maybe they were a little bit worried and made that video as a way of covering their grounds. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But these next 24 hours are going to be all more interesting still as more people come out and talk about what it's like at Fntastic and what it was like working with the day before team and game itself. Well, now we know. It was never meant to be an MMO. Why it was marketed that way is completely beyond me, but the gaming industry has definitely got something to learn about this, and I think that Steam will also be very, very careful with what games that they put on their platform as well. That's unfortunately all we've got time for today, though. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. And if you have got this far into the video, stick a tick emoji in the comment. I feel like that would confuse a lot of people, and that makes me quite happy. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. I appreciate you all, and as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.